Hi everyone, this is Samuel Durbridge, and here we go. 741 hertz. So I was bringing up some stuff in a video and I had to delete it because it didn't put the full sound in it. So I hope this does. But the good thing about me doing these frequencies as I hit them, it's just benefiting me. If for some reason it doesn't get recorded, then I just have to do it again and again, and it just blesses me and in my atmosphere by hitting that frequency. So that's awesome, because that just awakens my intuition more and more, more and more, more and more. Wakes me up, wakes me up, wakes you up, wakes everybody up. So I'm not worried at all. This is awesome, because anybody that is trying to mess with my video to stop it to have sound and not have sound, that's on them. Because what they're doing is they're basically enhancing my tuning. Enhancing my tuning of awakening to intuition. For me, individually, what they're doing is they're trying to stop you from awakening your intuition. But bless you, forgive you, bless you. It's going to be okay, okay? Bless you for grace. Don't worry, don't fear. You're fine, you're blessed. 741 connects with the lower, what I call the lower grace frequencies, which I've talked to in other videos about. Now, this one is above the mid grace frequency, which connects with the higher and lower 369 frequency connections. So this connects with all of those connections. 417 also is another one it's connected to. Gets rid of toxins, gets rid of other things. It's really cool. So they're just helping me connect with my higher angel forms more and more by stopping me from letting this be known. So I was bringing up information that there is tech. There is free energy tech out there. There is energy tech where they can come in your house with invisible tech. They can come at night. They can do other things. Now, angels are always protecting you, so it's good to put Himalaya salt and Celtic salt around your entryways and your windows and other places, and blessing them and loving yourself and blessing you. And then I would say do high vibe food eating, and other things can help, because the way they can control you is they usually try to gas your place or do other things. And then there's the show Adjustment Bureau, where it's about a love story or whatever, where he talks about how he learned about it and then he gets access to it. Well, that's how this works. Adjustment Bureau is a trickster connection and all these other things. But that's how this all works, is you are able to do many things. You are amazing, and you're able to do many things. And you desire or plan the higher plan of choices and decisions. You are connected to your destiny. You are your destiny. So I want you to be aware that you are loved. You are blessed. Now, I did the heart first purposely, because the heart is important with this. Now we'll do the throat, the blue frequency. Keep it going. Also, the blue mallet is a little bit harder and not as soft as the green mallet is, but it's okay. It's good. So it's easier to hit it with it, but it is smaller. But either one is wood, so I like them because you're holding on to wood, and wood grounds and helps ground to earth and spirit and everything. So I'm just going to let you know, you are amazing. You have spiritual power in you. You are more powerful than anyone wants to tell you you are. But everybody is everybody. You're them, they're you. We are a balance of connection. When we wake up to our higher realms of self, we'll realize that we were and are each other. And as soon as the consciousness level connects, which is happening, people are waking out of their beta state brain and connecting to a one consciousness of each other. We're all connecting to everybody's thoughts and feelings, awareness. And then we're waking up to the lies. We're waking up to the awareness of who's telling the truth and who's lying. And you can see it. When I was watching the news the other day, they were showing actors like Robin Shabosky in the show which is the actor, is not the actor's name, but it's a character she plays in How I Met Your Mother. Well, she was a reporter on one of the channel news. They had someone, and they're really good with makeup, and they're really good with hair. So she was used as one of the actors to play a role for this in the Capitol. She was there, and so she was called Stacy. So this was after the other stuff happened, and she was in there after they kicked out the intruders and connectors or whatever, and that they consider that. And it's all a show. They caused it. They chose to create this in the 230, Agenda 230, Agenda 221, or Agenda 21, Agenda 22. Those are the agendas that UN and others did. And this is to control food supply, to chains, and to anybody they consider enemies. And so this is what they've been doing. And they even brought up that America is a great grand experiment. So that's the words, phrases they use. It's an experiment. This is a game to them. This is a show to them. This isn't, they're doing an experiment on us. They're guinea piggy testing all of us. Well, the great thing about intuition is we can find ways to correct that. We can manifest destiny. We can pray. And the word now, in the waza healing that Greg Braden and others learned they did in the non-medicine hospital, yes, that's connected to Tibetan monks' healing knowledge. And it was in China, and it was shut down in 2001. And now they're doing all this other stuff and trying to get you to stay away from anything connected to China, any information that was connected. It's because they don't want you to know about the healing knowledge that I brought out. This is all them trying to stop you from healing yourself and healing others. They don't want you to know about this stuff. Yet it's out there, and they know they can't stop it because it's been given by Greg Braden. It's been given by Bruce Lipton, very smart, intelligent researchers and information about the cells in your body, and doctors. They have degrees, okay? These aren't just nomads. These are individuals that know. But guess what? Jesus Christ was a nomad. And he healed everybody. He was able to do it, and his teachings are now being confirmed by these non-nomad individuals. Why? How is that possible? It's because we're all able to heal from within. It's in the ancient text. We're all divine beings. And that is why. And so this is what you can correct. But these individuals that are trying to stop it from being known, they're us and we're them anyway. So we need to heal them. We need to bless them. We need to get them to wake up through blessing that they're awake and getting them to do the right thing because they're us. And the more we wake up, the more we connect with the one conscious because it's happening. As they hurt you, they immediately hurt themselves and they'll feel it. And then they'll stop because they're going to be like, oh crap, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm hurting you and it's hurting me. They don't want to hurt themselves or they don't want to feel it. And so it's kind of like this. It's like you try to shock someone and then you get shocked too. Would you start shocking people too unless you like the shock? Sure, but that's what they're doing. And that's what's going to happen. Karma, instant karma. That's what will happen. Instant karma. The more we connect to the connections, the more karma comes at them. And they're going to notice it for all the things they chose to do secretly and knowingly. And they've been brainwashed to do it, thinking that they have no choice to, that they made agreements to, and it's all politics, it's all paper, it's all legal to them, but it harms them. But they're like, oh, we shouldn't harm people, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. These same people telling you that are getting $25 million in check payments for being on top of whatever else they're being paid yearly and all the time. They're getting huge payments for being in session. Why they gave you and the people $600 and $1,200 a long time ago. And maybe more for some of you because you have dependents and other things. But that was for them, to help you pay for them and your family. So, there you go. You're getting pennies, hay pennies, not even pennies. You're getting hay pennies compared to what they're getting. And yet, they're doing what? Taking away your rights, promoting depopulation, trying to promote mask wearing that doesn't necessarily help you when you can actually manifest healing yourself if you learn it. And you don't even have to learn it. It always does if you focus that you can by doing natural oils, natural healing, blessing things into being, med beds, free energy tech that they get all the time, that they can get access to if they wanted to, if they know about it and have access to it. Maybe some of them don't know about it, so they don't have access to it, but the ones that do, you bet your bottom dollar they are definitely, or hay penny, that they, and even lower, that they definitely use them. And they have body doubles, and they have all sorts of stuff to protect them. They are not stupid, but they pretend to be, to play the show. And isn't it interesting that their laptops were all open? No password protection, no nothing in that building. How stupid are anybody that doesn't do a password protection on stuff with information? We have, we have phones that lock themselves so that no one can get into it without doing different things. And it doesn't mean that they can't. Even if it's locked, you can if you know how to do it right or whatever. And so, come on. Now for me, I have a laptop, but it's open to be used for video watching and other things. It's like my TV. But I don't really do anything on it that I care for anybody not to see. It's fine, whatever's on there. But for them, they have some emails and they have some national security stuff on there. So, honestly, why would you leave it there open and run? Wouldn't that be one of the first things you grab and run out of that place with? Wouldn't your security or protectors grab that for you, with you, and take that with you so that that's secure? If it's got national security or things that could harm people or connected to codes and things that could connect with bases and weaponry and other stuff, why wouldn't you do that? Oh, we were scared. Come on. That's the first thing you grab. You grab your laptop. How heavy is your laptop? Not that heavy. Why wouldn't you just put it password protected, turn it off the screen, put it on the password screen before you get out of there? They had warning before this happened. They knew it was happening out there. They should turn their laptop, say, hey, everybody, turn your laptop off. People are trying to come in. Turn your laptop off. Everybody, lock your laptop. That's the first thing they should have said. So these are the people running our government. And I'm just like, how in the world are they so, like, what? What? And here's another thing. Why would you have an office, even if you lock your office, why would you have your office computer still open, even and not turned off or password protected? It's like it was planned. They did it purposely to promote fear. So this gives you intuition to wake you up from this and get you to realize how this is all a show. It's a game. It's been a game. It's them playing with your mind, your soul. So this is healing you. This is waking you up. This is getting rid of toxic people out of your life. This is getting healing to your higher self, awakening to your higher intuition to help you, to bless you, protect you. That's what 741 is. It's really cool. It's one of the best powerful. It really awakens to your higher knowledge, your higher self intuition and dreams. And now you're, in the next few days, you're going to hear these ringings coming in your ear. Because, by the way, even if I'm talking, they do this in movies with frequencies. And they're talking over those frequencies and it's still coming into your mind, still being heard. So I will do a video where I'm not talking eventually on this. But what I wanted to bring up is there is med tech, free energy tech that aren't meds. It's just healing. There are ones that probably are that, but there's ones that are just healing and recreating your whole system. Healing, getting nanotech out of you, all of it. Of course they're going to have that. It exists. I know it does because I have seen experiences to it. But you can manifest it as though it is. And those higher beings know that. So it does exist because they manifested it as four density beings are Christ healing beings. Of course they're going to know how to do that with tech. And if not with tech, they can do it with spiritual power from within. If they learn to connect, but we can do it too. The density level we can do it in is 2, 3, and up. Animals can do it. I think animals are considered 2 or 3. The whole thing is we are all connected. We can ask and speak things into existence. You can talk to water in your singing bowls or whatever, Tibetan singing bowls, what I have that's been blessed by nuns and monks. And I also have other stuff, and I think it's a 528 hertz, which repairs DNA, and it connects to the energy field and other stuff, but it also connects to grace frequency, which connects with 417 healing, which is connected to this healing, 741. See? So, I've had dreams about the future and past and present, and I feel like some of them may not be dreams. They actually could have been me looking through others' eyes, but I think it could be a future event. I do know that it's possible that I'm working with galactic beings or galactic federation or other people, whatever, and other beings that exist that are good beings. And I do think that there is a connection because I've seen myself in the future, and it may be that I will become that future and that I will connect with that other version of self because they do 20 years and back. So I will connect with that other form of self, and I'm seeing that self, and then I'll be taking that self's role in 2030 and before that. I also felt that I was taken before then, around 2022 or 2024, from beings that came down to try to do a fake alien invasion that was a military government type of trick. And it was very interesting because it was a coup, but I caught on to it and I went into the ship and went up, and then I came back later. So I guess I became a being that worked with high angelic beings, and they connected me with this, and I came back in 2030 as some form of rich person, or I was in the eyes of someone that will be. So I'm going to see and connect with what they can do, and I'll have that connection too, because I'll be part of that. I've seen so many of that, and I'm connected to them, and they're connected to me. So I know that I'm going to have some form of access to freedoms that I have always hoped to manifest and have. And it's to teach and help heal and to facilitate connections between us and other races and other beings and other realms and dimensions. And so other forms of me probably have already done that by now in other timelines. But this timeline is connected to me seeing it, and I'm getting closer to that connection of timeline that will manifest that. And I saw this back in 2016, and I saw the connections of me being in the Oval Office area, or not Oval Office, but the desk area, and kind of the Oval, and then other stuff, and me being on the left or right side of the president. And it was pretty cool when that president was put in, as well as other forms of person that were previous and what they're going to cause and what that would be if they were under that. And I'll have some clearance and other things, and there's going to be a lot of changes happening. There's going to be people that want to be drone-like, and there's going to be people that don't want that. They want to be free. So I'm going to help facilitate those that are still asleep to wake up out of their controlled systems and offer them things and help them. Many of them will offer me their daughters or other people's, what I was seeing, and I was like, no. I already have someone, or I felt that, I didn't feel like going for that individual because they kind of looked very very poor, very, very unawakened or drone-like, but they knew of me. They knew who I was somehow. Like I was some form of, and a lot of my dreams have come true. This is one that's one of the bigger ones that is for the future. So I know it's going to come true. I just don't know how it's going to. And I know that these other things are now coming true and they're making themselves known. And a lot of it is because I also saw myself with future technology being used, that I used laying on my parents' grass or grass similar to my parents' grass in Layton, Utah, and looking up at the sky and seeing a plexiglass thing that I'm pressing, like new tech, and saying, look how cool this is, showing to my parents or other people. And that would be really interesting because I don't have really the biggest connection with my family because they believe in a religion I don't, and they have different thoughts about things, and they haven't really listened to my knowledge and awareness of things. They kind of have, but I think they're waking up to it, and they're half awake to it, and yet still beta state in some points. Because if they were fully awake, they would be calling me and talking to me about all of this and being aware of what I'm aware of now and asking for advice, because I'd be able to help facilitate knowledge about it because I witnessed it and went through it. And the thing is we can manifest and heal these attacks and these attackers and anything that's happened to us. But now there's beings protecting me more and more, and it's correcting all of those tricksters and people that are being tricked to follow certain regimes and tricks. It's correcting all those things. It's all about the heart. It's all about the healing. We are about to heal this world, and me as a B negative blood, as a master healer, is supposed to facilitate that healing. And that is my purpose, being connected to divine connection. And so it seems like what I'll do is I'll wake it up to my divine knowledge of healing, and this helps with that. These frequencies help us raise our awareness to wake us up faster for the shift, so then when we shift, we become an even bigger form than what we were before, going back to what we were. And so it's almost like our past, our future form came into this form again, and I'm just reliving or re-going through, not reliving, but relifing, because I like life file, not be evil, because there's words within words, and so sword within sword within sword, this is words within words. And so that's the knowledge I've started waking up to frequencies. There are frequencies within frequencies. There are colors within colors. There are Schumann resonances connected to colors. It's all there. It's all connected. So now one own is another thing. Now is a powerful word because now is now. It's not later. It's not several years from now. It's now. It's now. Waza. Curing the bladder cancer under 3 minutes. Saying waza. Qigong breathing with it too. And healing her. Just by saying it already has happened. Already happened. Waza. Now. Then they said now after it. They said now. What is now? But they said it in their language of or something that sounds like now, that is now in their language of the chant. And so that's cool because what is now? Well, now is own and one. And then what is one? WON for winning something. You won something. And then what is one also? One is the number one. What is the number one? Wow, that's cool. You are number one. You are the one. You are Eon. You are Neo. You are the one. You are the one. We are the one. We're all the chosen one. Got it? It's all there. They bring it up in Harry Potter. They bring it up in all these other things. They bring it up in all the shows. Let me explain something. Disney is not necessarily all evil. There are good and bad caballers. Yes, I said it. Good and bad caballers. Meaning the cabals and the Illuminati connectors or whatever groups are groups that do secret codings and secret controls to be part of a secret group, to feel like they're special and amazing. And they all are, there's different sporadic forms of them. Well, then there are those that are good individuals that aren't part of the cabal at all, but are still part of the elite system and know the others, but stay away from them and know how to get around them and work around them, and are allowed to somehow. So that's interesting, because them doing that means that they also can choose to be good or bad, but they aren't, they're impressive. So that's the Qs, that's the other people, those are HET, METs, BETs alike. They all choose their path, and what some think is an MET who is doing bad could be doing it for a good purpose, but it doesn't mean that their bad is recognized for a good purpose, nor should it be done. We can manifest through praying and blessing. We don't need to do action to make something occur. Some think that we do, but you really don't. You can bless things into being from the heart. You are that heart, and that heart is you, and it will listen to you. So talk to water, bless water, love water, tell it you love it, and then drink it after you do that. And it will manifest, and focus it will manifest. Tell it to do something for you, and it will within that week. Ask it to do something in that week that you feel is believable. And then watch the water flow through you, connect with the other water within you to communicate with it, to help you manifest within you that connection to the field, and then the field responds and provides it to you within this realm. You are in a matrix realm, but it doesn't mean you're in a computer system, but you could be. The whole thing is whatever is. That's all that matters. Whatever is. You don't need to know what is or isn't unless it matters. But when it matters, you'll know. So bless it from the heart. Follow your path of what you feel you're in, because we're all in different timelines and different connections. And maybe it's a glitch in the matrix, maybe it's not. The whole thing is, there is more going on. There are beings in different forms among us, pretending to be human. And not all of them are bad. Some of them are BET, or some of them think they're doing the right thing. And so we need all the truth to be revealed. So this helps us have intuition, and it makes it all revealed. And it's coming. It's coming really soon. There are med beds. There are tech to heal and things. They have invisibility tech. They have all sorts of stuff. And they've been using it against me and other people in the past, but now it's being corrected, and they're not able to do as much of that anymore. They're correcting it, and beings that have been protecting me, even when I've been attacked or hurt, I've been able to heal it or correct it. If I die, I die. But if I die, then I get resurrected back into a better timeline anyway, is what I was told. But it doesn't mean that that should happen, so I do. We want this timeline to be the better timeline. We want all timelines to be optimal, abundant for all timelines. Nasara, Kasara, but better. We are all sovereigns. We don't need to sign or declare it. We are already it. We just tell ourselves we are. We are sovereigns. We are free. We are of God. We are that God. We are the God connection. God is us. We are God. God is us. We are God. Christ always said it. He says, I'm you, you're me. As you do to others, you do it to me. As though I'm them. Because they're me and I'm them. So we're all one, everybody. Wake up. Welcome to the new knowledge of truth. This is the stuff that they have been trying to suppress others from knowing, and now it's coming out. Now it's being known. So I bless you all for that, because you deserve to know. But yeah, I already know that I'm amazing, and I'm going to be doing some really cool things coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm seeing that I will be voted into something that I didn't know I would be voted in. I would be protected, provided, helped by those that I helped without doing the actions, and others will help me with the actions freely without expectations, because I have people that have noticed my secret help and my upfront help when others haven't. It's kind of like Joseph of Egypt. Joseph of Egypt did a lot of things to help others, and then he was thrown in jail, or he was put aside Same with Zenith. It happened to him too, to his families and friends did it to him and people. And then what did he do? He brought a whole city up to heaven. It happened to Jove. I'm not going to compare myself to that individual, but I was compared to that individual by my higher self, which was a little odd to me. But my higher self seemed to love me unconditionally, and I felt that it was the I am. It was everyone, and I felt the feelings, the thoughts, and they could warp the reality realm that I was in and walk through a paradise where there was a waterfall, beautiful berry smells, and just, it was a paradise. It was beautiful, smelled, sounded, and I was like, how am I able to smell and hear the sound? That was cool, because I don't visualize like that normally. So I knew that it was of God, because I healed for 4 days. I was told what to do. I was downloaded. I was given a blessing of what to do for between now and by 2024, but I was told by 2019 that I would do something that would really shake things up to help all. It would cause the illegal aliens to take flight, the ones that have been controlling us to leave by the end of 2019, that I would help facilitate them to depart, to fully depart, to leave and get out of here, to stop controlling us and to free us. So I don't know if that's connected to reptilian or what other beings. I do know there are beings among us. Have I physically seen a reptilian? Not sure. I know I've seen other beings warp from human into a big, tall creature in the dark of a movie theater, and I saw that others were being hypnotized to not see it. But I saw it, and then I tried to get up to tell people, hey, do you see it? But I was told, sit down, telepathically, don't let them know that you see, or, or you'll be noticed. And so I don't know if the creature was speaking to me or someone else was, but it was just something where their tech malfunctioned and they turned into their actual form. And so I've seen that we aren't alone, and I've seen things where we matter in the heart more than what we've been told. So bless you all. You all matter, but I'm going to see if this one works. But this was... Here, I'm going to do one more hit. I started out with this anyway. $741. Awakens Intuition. So there we go. Bless you all. Take care.